Hey guys, all right, so behind us we got the red Duramax. So this is our Duramax 1500. It's two-wheel drive. Essentially we got a Cognito leveling kit on here with a 3-inch coilover, and then in the back we got around 2 inches of lift. I don't know if I have exactly 2. I think I messed with the Deaver mini pack on that one. But now we're gonna jump up to the 6-inch kit. So that's gonna go up 3 inches. That's gonna go up around 3 inches in the back. So yeah, we're gonna dive into it, but I just want to let you guys know it's gonna be going up, and we should be having some fun with that. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. You know, I like the way this truck looks right now, sitting on 35s, but it could use a little bit more of a lift. So I'll get some measurements now so we can see what the difference would be. You know, and kind of go from there. You know, but it's not gonna be a ton, but we're gonna do it right. And you know, even our angles and stuff like that on in the geometry on the suspension should be a little bit better because it's a true lift kit. So all that really is like a 4-inch drop down, and then they're going to be longer coilovers. And since this is two-wheel drive, we're not cutting up the frame or cutting it up as much because we don't need to drop a front diff. So forgive me, I'm a little bit sick right now, but not terrible. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this today, and it's not a huge job, so that's why we got it here in the driveway. No point in tying it up at the shop or bugging Zach, or making the drive, you know, down to the shop to do it. You know, some of this stuff I like to do on purpose here, so you guys know that it is a DIY. And if I get to the end of the video and I decide, man, it's a lot more than I think it is, you know, work-wise, I'll let you guys know. But we got the jack stands here to do it, the Sunix 10-ton jacks. And then, you know, if you guys are asking about that, I'll put that in the description. I don't sell them, but, you know, you can pick them up online, Amazon, or maybe you can find somewhere local. I couldn't really find anywhere local to support at the time when I was looking for them, so I just had to buy them on Amazon. So, but yeah, we'll get this thing up safely in the air, and we'll start tearing out the front part, and then in the back, that kit calls for a Deaver mini pack, and then a block and U-bolt. I already have the Deaver mini pack back there because it's a better ride and everything, so I wanted to make sure it was there. So we'll be just throwing a block and U-bolt in the back and then some shocks. So anyways, we're gonna dive into this, and yeah, I'll let you guys know. We'll kind of just see how this process pans out. So it's the next day, and the truck's done, just needs an alignment. It's like almost, I mean, it's sitting on a slant over here. It's almost exactly as high as my truck. I think if I threw 37s on this, it would be the same exact height. I mean, super close. So, but it came out really well. You guys can see the kings and everything in here. I can't wait to get some really good photos of this. You can see it a lot more because the spindle is a lot larger than the stock one is. So before, the tire kind of sat up over here. You could barely see some of the upper arm and barely see some of the king. But now you can see everything. So way easier. Just added a 2-inch block to the back. So the kings are even more, you know, you can see them right now. So we'll get the blue truck pulled out, show you guys a little bit more of this, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is like take 4, and I'm not cropping that part out, but I need to stay on topic here. So we got the truck done. We did it about a week ago. Well, exactly a week ago today. And thankfully it was a lot cooler, a lot more overcast. We weren't really sweating out there putting this whole thing together. We did it here. So it wasn't too hard. Again, it's a 2-wheel drive truck, but we went from a 3-inch to a 6-inch kit. And they're adjustable in the coilover and how many blocks and stuff you put in the back. So back here, we're gonna end up putting or getting this about 1 inch taller in the back, so that way we sit closer to level. We're sitting at about an 1.5 inch difference, but I need to go on flat ground and measure it because I actually measured it when the truck was flipped around and pointing this way. And the driveway does make, I've done a lot of measurements on this driveway, and it makes a difference having the driveway kind of going down, and anyways, it makes the truck lean. So right now it looks closer to level, but we're still probably gonna go about at least 1/2 inch, if not 1 inch, and raise this thing up. So that's all I wanted to say on that part. So we do have longer king shocks. We sold the OEM pair already. And actually, I had a guy that wanted the OEM set 2 or 3 months before I even bought this kit. So we never put them for sale. It just kind of worked out, I guess, if you will. He got a great deal. We could have probably sold it for more, but I just really didn't want to go through the hassle of shipping them and all the other stuff. The guy was super nice, super cool. So we got new Kings in the back and then new Kings in the front, both of which are longer and long enough for this kit. This is the same upper control arm that we had before. Let's see, hopefully you guys can see in there. We got a new spindle in there, so we got this new guy. We do have to trim the steering and then swap the knuckle from one side to the other. So we did that. Again, got the Kings, the reservoir up right here, and then the 4-inch drop brackets right there. And again, if you have a 4-wheel drive, it'll look a little different on the inside because you'll have your 4-wheel drive, your front diff, and everything in there. So yeah, all I can tell you on this is it doesn't ride a ton different than the 3-inch kit did because it's the same shocks. But it's just, I don't know, you seek like bumps and stuff in the road, speed bumps, it's like you get excited for it. And then, you know, big dips in the road or some of these intersections that have the big like drainage ditches and stuff, you're just like, okay, cool. As long as something, you know, I don't even know, I feel like you could probably have your coffee in the center console and it wouldn't even do anything, because I drive different vehicles all the time during the week. I have like a Ram that I drive throughout the week, and then I have my Duramax, and then my wife drives this truck. So when I hop in here, like sometimes I see those bumps and I get excited for them, but like I get almost like overly prepared, because I'm like, if I hit this thing at 40, like all of my stuff's gonna come flying out of the center console. I mean, stuff in my doors is gonna come out and land on the ground. And this one, you're just like, like you're kind of tensing up, and then it's just, and you're just like, wow, all right, like this is why you buy Kings, or just 2.5 coilovers, or bigger coilovers than a 2.0, or just what's stock on the truck anyways. If it's worth the money, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. This kit's almost $7 grand. So if you go buy a brand new truck and you really want to go all out, you're not just throwing the money at a name for like Kings or Cognito. Like every single piece of this entire kit, the lift kit, everything that Cognito makes is top notch, phenomenal. The powder coat has always been extremely on point with them. When you get some of the other brands I want to mention that are maybe a little bit bigger of a company and they offer more of a wide range of lift kits, it almost comes off like it's like a paint. It's not so much like a really thick, deep powder coat. So really cool that they do that. I don't really have anything else to say on that part of it. If you got any questions, you guys let me know, but absolutely having the Deaver mini pack in the back was by far the very first thing I wanted to do to this truck. And I mentioned that in previous videos. It's very important that you buy that, even if the truck's completely stock. That right there, when we bought the truck, we had the truck for maybe 30 minutes driving to a friend's house down in Orange County, and all we did was have people in the truck. It was brand new, and the back of the truck, I remember that we were doing like 75 miles an hour, and you'd hit like some of the like the bridges and stuff on the freeway, so a lot of like the big dips and stuff before you had, those, whatever you want to call them. I'm forgetting the name right now, I know it, but anyways, you're hitting them, and you could feel the back of the truck, the two springs hit the overload spring and bottom out. So the back of the truck, the best upgrade we did was the Deaver mini pack right out of the gate. Not an expensive upgrade, and it doesn't really need to lift it much, almost at all. If you take all of they come with 5 different little blocks, and those are all made for you to have customization built into that, and how tall you want the leaf pack to be, and it'll go all the way up to like 2 inches. So you yank all of them out, and you can probably sit around stock height. I'm sure it says it in the description on the website for that, but anyways. So back end, super excited, super happy, and then the front with the coilovers. So this truck is just, it's a day and night difference, man. I mean, and then it's very important to have a good tire too. So the Nitto Ridge grapplers, they have a nice aggressive look and performance, and they're not very loud, but the sidewall is not like a mud terrain in the sense that it's not as stiff. Mud terrains have to have that stiff sidewall. It doesn't flex a lot because they're spinning in the mud, So by design, they don't have a lot of sidewall flex. Even if you have a really big tire, like a 37 on a 17, these are still gonna ride phenomenally better than that. These are a 315 70-17, which is similar to a 35. And yeah, I just want to let you guys know and show you guys what the truck looked like afterwards. You got to see a little bit underneath it. I'll show you some of that rear leaf that I was talking about. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Just a little update on the, hopefully that's a good angle. Just a little update on this kit. And you'll see a 2-inch block and U-bolt kit on there on top of that spring pack. But again, since I modified that spring pack and took some of those spacers out for the leveling kit we had on before, and I kept that leaf spring, you know, the Deaver mini pack, instead of buying it over again, we're just gonna have to maybe make some adjustments. And I wouldn't be super against the way that it sits now, especially if we just have the headlights pointed down, because we never towed with this truck. We still haven't, but I did pick up a trailer that's behind it now just yesterday, and I plan on that thing to be behind this a couple times a year. So I don't want the thing just sitting super high in the front. So anyways, guys, the link for this will be down below. You guys can always hit me up. American Duramax on Instagram, Cognito Motorsports on Instagram, or cognitomotorsports@gmail.com. You guys can go to our website. We even have a contact form there that goes straight to our email. Super fast about responding to that. Yeah, like I said, this exact kit will be down below, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It comes complete with the Deaver mini pack and everything you see here except for the wheels and tires. It'll fit 2- and 4-wheel drive trucks. It's not a terribly hard install. We knocked it out in the driveway. Yeah, that's it. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have more videos on this. This is running that VSE 50 horsepower tune. I'm gonna be putting an S&B intake on that soon. That's the only intake that's really worth anything right now in the market for this. So that'll be exciting. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my weekend, but I just want to show you guys the truck before you know, it gets dirty again. We just washed it. So take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.